asshole for falling out of love with my wife after she took a 7-week vacation.
Oh.
I, 32 male, have been married to my wife, 30 female, for 4 years, and we've been together for 8. She's a stay-at-home mom. We have Irish twins, 1 female, 2 male, which have been incredibly taxing for my wife. She wanted a solo vacation break for a few weeks where she would travel to different states, visit her high school and college friends, go to concerts, and do a lot of fun stuff. She asked if I would be okay with it. I asked if she could make it a couple of weeks shorter because 7 weeks of managing our 2 children alone sounded really daunting, especially since work was also getting taxing recently. I do work remote, so at least that worked in my favor. My wife and I discussed for a couple of days, and I ultimately agreed with her that she did deserve a break because of what she has been through the past few years. And so she took her vacation. The first week managing our children alone was extremely difficult, and I did feel like I was losing my mind. But I survived. My sister came over to help me from the second week on. She was honestly a lifesaver, and I will be eternally grateful for her. I never directly asked her to help me, but I guess I did indirectly because when she video called me at the end of the first week, I basically broke down in tears. So from the second week on, my sister stayed over at my house to help with my children, and a huge burden had been lifted off of my shoulders. I was also really able to focus on work and meet my deadlines. To be brutally honest, I did not miss my wife at all. I was emotionally and mentally relaxed and also had a lot of fun with my children and my sister. I felt a sense of betrayal that my wife had actually gone through with the 7-week vacation. I slowly fell out of love with my wife. When she came back from her vacation, she was super refreshed and recharged, but to be honest, I was a bit indifferent. My wife tried to initiate sex the first night she came back, which I rejected because I said I wasn't feeling it. The subsequent days, I had the same level of indifference in our day-to-day life, and she probably noticed it, but didn't say anything. A week later, she asked me why I was acting like this, and I told her I don't love her anymore.
Ooh.
Wow. She apologized for taking the 7-week vacation and asked if there was anything we could do to fix it. I told her no. We pretty much went through the motions the next couple of weeks before I finally decided that I wanted a divorce. She seemed devastated when I brought up divorce, which surprised me.
She left him to carry all the burdens of family life completely alone for about half a year. How is he supposed to believe she truly cares about his well-being after weeks of enduring all that?
He's Indian! Come here! He's Indian, I'm Indian!
Go with him then, not me!
You're... Fire! You can steal me!
What?
You can steal me from him, you know?
I can steal you from him? JVW felt brutalized. No. Go with Neon. I can't.
Come here!
No, I can't.
Have you been with a Punjabi girl?
No?
Previous one!
No, I can't.
No, please!
No, you're Neon's girl. You're Neon's
No,
girl.
I'm not!
Yes, you are. Go be with Neon.
I like it! No, we're not together!
Yes, you are. Come on, stop.
Stop!
Come on. I'm not that kind of guy.
Does she honestly think that any man, especially after all this, would still want her? I mean, she's completely out of control and aggressive. I mean, imagine if the gender roles here were reversed, right? People would absolutely be raising their torches and pitchforks here. Obviously, he doesn't want her. And even if she was cheating, it's like it's really desperate.
He just posted his new girl, so 3 years meant absolutely nothing, but 3 months and you can show up with another girl. And can I say, don't co-parent the dog. Don't co-parent the dog. Oh my god. Don't co-parent the dog. Like, if it's over, it's over. You're only prolonging your healing. That's my piece. That's all I'm saying. I'm not going to speak bad about the situation. It is what it is. And I am going to go run because that's my motivation. Not him, not the person. The person is not my motivation. My motivation is now me, because I'm in competition with myself. That's it.
It's like your entire personality was shaped by some social media mental health influencer to a degree. Her ex getting a new girlfriend doesn't have anything to do with the relationship she had with him. She's simply jealous and refusing to admit it.
Go find some guy whilst you're out there.
Look, I'm going next week.
Yeah, I get that, but why did you have to book such an impromptu flight so far away?
I want to travel.
Yeah, you always say you want to travel, but why don't you want to travel more locally? Something that we can go on together.
Travel more locally? I've travelled locally. I want to travel,
Yeah,
the whole
but
world.
not with me. Like, I've not seen shit around here. Why don't you could be like a guide and stuff. We could have like an adventure together. It doesn't always have to be so far away.
Yeah, but I want to travel the world, and I've asked you to come with me, and you said no.
Because I don't have the money to go to places like Peru, okay? I'm sorry I don't earn that much, alright?
If we go for long, you get a job, you work there, you become, one of the people.
Oh, great, so I'm travelling to work. That's your grandiose plan for me. So you can go off, have some fun, and what? I've got to go find some pot wash job.
Well, no, because I didn't say that, did I? We'd both get a job. What do you think I do when I go off for a month at a time?
You can take pictures and
It's
post
not a
it
high
online,
life.
don't
Yeah, because I earn it.
You are so disrespectful. You are so disrespectful.
What is your problem? I don't understand. Look, I can't keep having this argument with you. You knew that I like to go travelling.
Fine. Go travelling, go find some guy whilst you're out there.
She doesn't even try to deny that she'll be finding another man while she's traveling. Literally, not even one word to promise she won't do that. And we understand why.
To see if maybe we could close the door on the whole divorce attorney type stuff.
I'm getting real sick and tired of you calling and coming over 24/7.
Okay, well that's rude. That's not how I was expecting you to answer the phone at all.
You want me to be cordial? This isn't a cordial period of our life. I hope you know
I
that.
was hoping we could have a cordial conversation. Are you willing to listen or no?
Fine. God forbid. I mean,
Okay.
I should let all
Well,
this
I
go
was
through
calling-
the attorney, but
Oh
what
my
do you want?
God. Well, I'm hoping that we can lose the attorneys. I was calling to let you know that I'm in line to pick up Micah from school, and I will drop him off after. But before you got in the car, I wanted to see if maybe we could close the door on the whole divorce attorney type stuff.
No. Why would we do that?
Well, if you want me to be honest, Brian cheated on me. So, we're not together anymore. And so, we built a beautiful life together, and I understand that me,
That's some
making the
fucking
Tinder and everything, I
poetic
understand
justice
that
right
fucked it
there.
up and that was a mistake.
That's some poetic justice.
You don't have to be rude. You're not... I just want to know, I know that the Tinder
You
was
cheat on
obviously
me.
a mistake on my... Can you just listen, Avery? I know that the Tinder was a mistake on my part, but I was wondering if you'd be open to, reconciling our marriage and, healing it, and maybe we can go to therapy together.
The main thing she does throughout this conversation is call him rude. How she thinks she can call him rude and criticize him for anything when she cheated on him is pretty insane. I mean, therapy is most likely not going to fix this.
I don't know.
Because that's the part of the finances. And here's the thing.
The ball is in her court.
Is it though? Buddy,
I know, but I'm not the one that wants
her.
separation. I'm
should.
sitting here and
I should.
I should. That's right. You're right. 100%. Okay, I should.
Is it because your
But-
kid? Why
No,
don't you want to?
I love her. I love her. And I'm saying this in front of millions of people.
No, it's okay. Love's not bad. Don't be ashamed of love.
I love her. I do.
You should be embarrassed of love.
It's just...
You have the fear of her not being there. You have the memories. You have the good times.
I know I can take care of myself with this job, dude. I'm bringing in $15K a month.
No, I mean the fear of the person you love not being there.
Absolutely, yeah. That's what I'm terrified of. I want my family, and I know that she could do good. I know she can. She just doesn't want to.
Can she though? Because this is years of her doing really bad things.
I want to believe it.
But at some point, we might just have to recognize reality. And I think the reality here is I don't think she can stop doing the bad things. She hasn't been able to. She has 3 kids, and she hasn't been able to grow up enough to become a better person. And here's the thing, buddy. If you don't leave her, she told us, I think, this morning. 2 days ago, she said she wants a divorce. But just immediately, before filming or whatever, She considers you guys separated right now. She considers you guys separated.
Yeah.
And you know what happened last time she considered you separated?
She cheated.
So what's going to be happening a few days from now when you're still separated? This isn't fair for you to deal with. Listen, she hasn't been able to give good examples, but let's just assume for a second you've done some piece of shit behavior. Her considering you guys separated, everything she's doing right now, you don't deserve having to stick around and deal with this for the rest of your life. You will find love again. You're young, and I know the fear of feeling like maybe the person I love won't be there. There are other things. And I want to do the budget, but the big question in the end is, will she be there?
So you don't think how a normal person thinks. You think that because your parents sat there and cheated on each other for 35 years that it's okay for you to do that. That's not normal. It never has been and never will be. I should have left you and divorced you the first time you cheated, but I didn't. I stayed, and I told you from the get-go that most people in marriages for less. And you're like, oh yeah, I know. And then 4 other times, I need space. I want a break. We need to separate. But I am still sitting here running back to you.
But I wasn't the only one that did the space thing, though.
Yeah, that's right. I got space from you because it was cheating and lying and the text
though.
messages and all kinds of shit, dude. I got the away from you because if I didn't, I was going to divorce you. And I've already told you, dude, my family has a family lawyer, okay? We're not broke. My dad's in the oil field. My mom's an engineer. We have a family lawyer. I will fight you for custody. And I've already told you that, and I'm trying to avoid that because I promised you from the get-go that I would make sure that my kids didn't have to go to 2 separate houses for holidays and birthdays and all kinds of shit. I want my family together, and that's my goal.
And unless you have anything, it kind of sounds like he kind of wins the custody battle.
You have no money. You can't afford the house. You can't afford the
Not
truck.
even that. I mean, you're the cheater.
With this job, you could try to take me for everything I got. I'm still gonna have like $7,000 left over to load, dude. I'm gonna be renting a house with my cousin in New Orleans, dude, on the strip. I'll go party every weekend.
My ex-husband.
I'll take care of my kid.
I think you should.
I'll take care of my kid and make sure that my kid's taken care of, and I promise you, I will do that. But in all reality, not much is keeping me around. I'm trying to give you the benefit of the doubt, dude. I really am, and I have been for the past 4 years. But you're not helping your case, and I'm so glad that I did decide to come on here because now more people are gonna realize that I'm not crazy and I'm not a bad guy.
No, I don't think you are.
And with everything that you've said, dude, I've given valid explanations and valid points. I've even given you proof, text message and video proof, and you have just sit here and for an hour and 20 minutes.
It's kind of really hard to put on spot. I didn't think it was
but you have had an hour and 20 minutes.
Yeah, but it's been 4 years of neglect, right? Like I've neglected how you feel and treated you and all that shit for 4 years. It shouldn't be that hard. You've made a decision to leave, right?
Well, yeah.
You can sit there and go on Johnny on the spot with.
Looks like she manipulated him into feeling completely dependent on her or something along those psychological lines, so he can't picture a world without her in it anymore. So, she can do whatever she wants and know there will be no real consequences.
If a woman wants to take a break.
If a woman wants to take a break, assume you guys are broken up. I don't want you to be holding your breath and thinking like, oh, maybe if I do a bunch of things, I can win her back. Assume you guys are broken up. I'm not saying that you will never get back together. I'm saying that mentally, you have to start the process of moving on at that point because she already has done that. So what you should do is you should make sure that you are in a good place. Make sure you're around loved ones, friends, all of that stuff. Don't be running around and trying to sleep with every single woman during a break. That's not going to help you move on. And it's probably not going to reflect well on you in the future if you do get with somebody else or even if you guys do get back together. So just assume that you guys are broken up, assume it's done mentally, but don't put yourself in a position where you're going to be disappointed because it probably.
This is excellent advice. Assume the relationship is over. She is no longer your concern. And just use that time, focus on yourself, get back on your own feet, keep grinding, make some cash, do your thing.
Asked for a separation, then got mad when I dated other people. We were married to each other with my 32 male, wife 32 female for 5 years. However, she told me she fell out of love with me and was looking for something different last year. By the way, this comes from ShinyBeads42 on the OK Storytime subreddit. So even though I tried to convince her to stay, she decided to move forward and we were separated for little over a year. I couldn't move on first, but accepted that's what she wanted after several months. However, one side of me always hoped for her to come back, which she did 3 weeks ago. She told me she wanted to try things out again, which I was content to. We started seeing a couples counselor next week with the intent of aligning our feelings and thoughts before moving in together again. One of the questions that was asked was if I've been in another relationship during the time or any other women. Counselor told us honesty is the way to go here, so I came clean. I actually had a go-to club, get drunk, sleep around phase for a few months and slept with 13 women in total. I knew she was dating around and was honest with going on dates with 3 different men. However, when I told her my part, she got extremely frustrated. Now she thinks we cannot get back together, but I told her we were separated and in the divorce process back then. I think it's impossible to get back together now that I talked about my dating life during our separation, but I wonder if I was an a-hole for sleeping around when we were separated. I think it could make your divorce process more difficult, but she asked to leave you, so.
She wants one rule for herself and another rule for him. That is not how this works. That is not a fair two-way street. You know, she asked to end a relationship, and what he did while they weren't together has nothing to do with her and vice versa.
I told my husband of 15 years I want a divorce.
My first question would be, have they tried therapy together? It sounds like they haven't.
If he starts telling you he'll change or whatever, you tell him it's too late. You're beyond wanting to spend any time or money fixing the relationship. You're happier when he's gone and you're done.
That's so sad.
I feel like this is just so common that it's actually like frustrating to me. There needs to be more people that are speaking positively about marriage. Being single is hard. Being married has challenges.
Freaking life is hard,
Life
dude.
is hard.
Life is hard.
And you're not meant to do it alone. Like, obviously, there are really, really great, amazing reasons for being single in general. I'm so sick of the narrative that's like, girl, you leave him. You deserve better. Blah, 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 blah. It's like, wait a minute. Can we be a little self-reflective here? Let's quit going to this resort, because guess what? You're going to find yourself in another relationship where you're like, well, you know what? They're not perfect, so I'm going to move on again. I'm not saying there are horrible situations. It's like divorce is the only option for you. You have to do that. But it's just a really frustrating.
If only more girls would listen to this. Most marriages are not terrible. It's just that some people aren't willing to put in the work because the culture keeps telling them there's something better out there when there isn't.
Behind why pulling away after a breakup works and chasing doesn't. Many times after a breakup, things start out really cordial, but as the person who is left begs, their ex becomes colder and colder and eventually sometimes hurtful. This is described in psychology by psychological reactance theory, which means that as humans, anytime we have a sense that our freedom is being threatened, we feel compelled to fight to regain it. So if someone wants to break up with you and you don't let them, their mind is going to do everything to strengthen their case on why they have to leave you. They'll think of more reasons why the relationship won't work. They'll think of more bad memories. If you give them space, the opposite happens. When there's nothing to run away from, when there's nothing to fight against, usually walls drop and people see things with a lot more clarity. I know this can feel impossible though, so if you need one-on-one help getting there, comment Apple.
I couldn't have explained it better myself. There's a solid scientific reason why you should simply let her leave if she wants to. She might even realize that, she was being foolish.
I've decided to move into another direction.
That's how you feel, I gotta respect it.
And that's all you have to say. If that's how I feel, I'm gonna respect it.
You seem like
you said your one-liner. If that's all you have to say, let's hug and let's just let it go. You ain't trying to fight for nothing.
You seem like you've already made your decision.
It ain't about me already making a decision. You don't have a rebuttal for nothing that I'm saying.
You seem like you've already made your decision.
I wanted you to say something.
I'm
you're not saying
to you speak.
It's not time to listen. It's time to talk. All of the things you say you want to be there. You're here for me. You're all about the future and everything. You didn't even fight for a second.
What happened here is that she never really wanted to leave. She was just testing him. She wanted him to fight for her. I don't even know. So she could feel special, I guess be a white knight type of situation. I mean, pretty much pure manipulation.
How do you get your ex back?
You don't. She's officially for the streets now, guys. Especially if she breaks up with you. Understand this, guys. When a woman breaks up with you, she's betting against your future. She thinks that she can do better without you with someone else than with you. Prove her wrong, and you never take her back.
Why would you fight for someone who doesn't value you anywhere near the way that they should, right? They will realize they're not better off without you, but you will be better off without them in like 99.9% of cases.
Broke up with my boyfriend today, and not for any crazy reason. No heavy argument, nothing crazy. He's a great person. He's really such a sweet guy. He literally taught me how to love. He's gentle. Whoever gets him is going to be in for such a soft, loving life, right? But I realized I'm a very high output individual, and I have high expectations for my friends, my girlfriends. They'll all tell you, Christina does not want to hear your bullshit. I'm the kind of girlfriend that will buy you a fucking car. I'm the kind of girlfriend that will really grind all week just to see you happy at the end of the week. You can call me a pick-me, I don't give a fuck. You guys know I don't care. But I'm the kind of girlfriend that will fight for it, that will make it work. I'll cut everybody off. I don't care. Everybody can go. What did Jay-Z say? If the house is on fire, I'm not leaving. I'm not leaving. I am loyal. I am so excited to build a family with somebody that I will cut off my own family because they're so toxic that I will start a whole new family and become a whole new last name, a whole new person, and won't look back. That's how important it is for me to choose a person. He doesn't give me half of that energy. I think that he thinks that just by being good and kind to me and opening my door and bringing me roses every month, and like, I think he thinks that he's going above and beyond. And he's not. Above and beyond is keeping my soul calm, giving me words like, baby, I got you, don't worry. Even if it's never a financial thing between us. It's nothing like that. It's just like, I need you to be certain about me. I need you to know this is my partner. I don't play about her. This is my woman. I'm excited to have her. I'm the type of woman that will change your life when I come into your life if you let me help you. Men get too much credit for bringing you flowers sometimes. You getting too much credit for that because they making that look like it's a big thing. It's not. That's requirements. That's like waking up and brushing your teeth, baby. I deserve the world because I'm gonna bring you the world. So what are you bringing me back? What are you feeding my mind? What are we talking about right now? Like, you know? And so I love him. I definitely do. He is such a good guy, and I'm gonna feel a little bit of envy when he posts, you know, his woman. But I know it couldn't have been me because God didn't give me all this ambition and all this desire to be great just to end up with somebody who's okay.
What is she talking about? What she had was a man who was there for her. Someone supportive and kind. He seemed like a real gentleman. And she admits that. But it sounds like she wanted someone who got jealous over other men in public, and she craved toxic men. Interesting.
Fumbled the man I probably should have married, and I'm making this post so that y'all don't do the same thing that I did. This is an accountability post. I met him on Hinge, and this was back when the algorithm was working a lot better, and it was like 2022, I believe. I didn't like his profile. I just knew he was gonna like me, and the next day he did. Normally I name names, but just in case he has a new girl and they're at peace, I don't want to disrupt his situation, so I'm not gonna name his name. But anyway, we met up quickly, we went on a date, and we ended up being like glued to each other pretty fast. We were like in a relationship within like a month, I believe. He locked it down. He was not trying to see me single. This man was fine. He was like 6'3", buff, long hair. He looked like Roman Reigns. Society would easily give him a 9, easily. And if you know me, you know who I'm talking about. But frankly, his looks were pretty irrelevant, honestly. He actually was very kind, very sweet, very empathetic, very emotional, very in tune with his emotions, but also quite emotional. And, you know, he just had a lot of very positive traits. The number one being, he did not play about me at all. We went to brunch with his brother and sister-in-law, and they were kind of cold, like not really like, I don't know, warming up to me. And he called that out immediately. He was like, absolutely not. When his brother was not trying to get to know me after like we had met, he was like, can you put more effort in with Britt? Like, that's my girl. Like, put some respect on Britt's name. Like, he did not play about me at all. I had never in my life dated a man like that. I had never dated a man who was on my side. Like, who, like, I don't know, defended me. I've never had that before. He also impressed my parents. My mom liked him a lot. She said I broke his heart, and honestly, I agree. But yes, my parents liked him a lot. So we dated for like 6 months, and I kept feeling like something was just missing throughout the relationship. Like, something just felt like it was missing. And I would communicate that to him, like, oh, I like you a lot, I love you, but like, something's just missing. And I didn't know what it was, and this poor guy was just doing his best to try to figure out what was missing, like trying to make adjustments, but like he just couldn't figure it out, and neither could I, because I didn't have the self-awareness that I have now. What was missing was chaos. No matter how many adjustments he was willing to make, he couldn't adjust himself to become a chaotic, toxic man when he just wasn't that. And that's all I had ever been used to. You see, I had not taken the time to like truly heal myself after my relationship prior to him, which was with an abusive guy. Very abusive, emotionally avoidant guy, emotionally unavailable, everything. Okay, I had not healed from that. Not enough to be with a person who was safe. And so one day when he pissed me off, I broke up with him like on a whim. Because the majority of my prior relationships were with like antagonistic men, I was not ready to receive someone who was safe and loving and kind and caring. Maybe I didn't think I deserved it. Maybe I couldn't recognize what it was. My nervous system didn't know what to do with safe. My parents were kind of emotionally unavailable. Growing up in that dynamic, you kind of look for that in partners as well. So I ended up with emotionally unavailable men back to back